was getting Vey and Yana drink because the drinks were like really, really strong. So somehow they convinced me to just go up to the bartender and ask for anything good. I don't know. Vey is just very convincing for some reason. I don't know why I fucking did this. So I went and got them a drink, and I was chilling at the bar, and some tall ass like big ass dude comes up next to me, and he's like, "Hey, what are you drinking?" And I'm like, "Dude, I think they're mimosas, man." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just drinking a Red Bull Coke." And I was like, "Oh, dude, nice. Yo, that sounds pretty good. Like, what's the alcohol in there?" And he's just like, "Oh no, it's just Red Bull and Coke mixed together." And I was like, "Oh shit, bro. Okay, yo, you're like me. Okay, what's going on, man? Nice to meet you." And he's like, "Hey, what's your name?" And I'm like, "My name is Lord Athelstan. Great to meet you." And he said, "Hey, my name's James." And I said, "Hello, James. Nice to meet you." Yes, yes. I don't know. I don't know if I should be using my real name or not. You know, I was like, "Fuck, bro." My name is Lord Athelstan from the castle. My name's James from Bakersfield. Great to meet you. And it turns out he was like a producer for like Fight Pass. If you guys know Fight Pass, like UFC Fight Pass, like that kind of stuff. I don't know, just some random Hollywood producer guy. I don't fucking know. But he was asking me like Athel in the UFC. I was actually kind of nerding out because I love the UFC. So it was actually pretty cool to talk to him because he was asking me about like because he asked what I did, and I was like, "Oh fuck, don't say unemployed male VTuber. Don't say unemployed male VTuber. I'm a streamer." And he was like, "Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So like, how do like, you know, because he basically like pitches ad deals for those like bigger streaming services like Fight Pass, Apple Plus, like all that kind of stuff, you know." And he was like asking me all these questions about how like advertising works for streamers and shit, and why should like advertisers work with streamers and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a pretty good answer. I was actually kind of spitting to this guy because he was saying like, you know, Fight Pass and these live events, they get like 500,000 concurrent viewers, right? And like, you know, the top streamer on Twitch gets what, around like 100K or something. So he was like, why do advertisers care about like you know, advertising to streamers and shit? And chat, you can tell me if this is a bad answer or not. You know, maybe this is my 4 years and $50,000 in debt speaking right here in business school. But I said that obviously like streamers have way higher engagement and way higher conversion rates because it's more of a community rather than like, you know, people are desensitized. If you watch UFC, it's going to be like brought in part by Domino's. It's like, who the fuck is going to order Domino's, you know, at that moment? Where it's like integrated ads on streamers, like it just works way more because it's more of a community, right? So it's like, yeah, we may not have like 500,000 concurrent viewers, but the conversion rate is like 10x usually. And we have like all the stats to back that up too, because anytime an advertiser takes you on, they look at your conversion rate stats and shit. So like anytime I work with an advertiser, I give them my conversion rates for like gamer subs, all this stuff, and we leverage that to get higher deals. And usually those conversion rates are so much higher than like live TV, shit like that. And I'm not gonna lie, he was like, "You know what? That makes sense." And I was like, "Holy fuck, bro, I'm drunk as hell. I had a Mai Tai 3 hours ago, bro. I don't know how I'm doing this." I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. A streamer recommending something is probably almost as valuable as an acquaintance. Yeah, I think so too. It's like, you know, as long as you're like a streamer with like relatively decent values and you're taking an ad deal, like I think you're able to advertise in a way, like a meaningful way to, you know, I like to do the pros and cons of most everything that we do and like try not to take like a bunch of like too much bullshit. But I mean, usually if your audience is cool and your community is cool, like they'll respond to your ads way better than, you know, like a random broad appeal ad on like a UFC fight or something.